I'm recording. Hi, everybody. My name is Karen Batty. It is Wednesday, May something. I don't know. Is it the 12th, 13th?
13th.
It's so hard to keep track of the days now. Everything seems like a Tuesday. Anyway, and it is 8:05 p.m. and this is our lead into the Director Bound series. And I am so excited that you guys are all here. If you are listening to this recording, I was just saying that I'm going to be sharing the PowerPoint that has words and everything that I'm explaining in detail. So don't feel like you have to write it all down. I want you to just sit and listen, absorb. I'm going to be stopping frequently throughout so you can share your ideas, your fears, your concerns, whatever it is along the way. Sound good? Okay. All right. So, oh, Lynn's here. Hi, Lynn. Hey, Lynn, glad you could make it. All right, we're already recording, so we're going to go and head to get started. So, whoa, let me do my little screen share. All right, so you guys are in the Director Bound series. Very exciting. So some of this might be repetitive for some of you. Some of this was covered in the Get the More that we did the other day. But I just want to make sure that everybody is on the same page. And so we're going to kind of review the requirements of directorship. So in order to be a director, you need just 5 active people on your team, okay? They can be people that you personally recruited, and they can also be your recruits, okay? And on the month that you promote, you need at least 750 in personal sales. How many of you have already sold that, more than that in a month? Yeah, right? Not hard. And you need a total of 5,000 in team sales. That includes your sales and the sales of your at least 5 active people. Okay, so this is not, you know, huge numbers, okay? If everybody's just doing 1 to 2 parties a month, that's going to be plenty, right? Sound good? Not too hard? All right. So let's talk about just a quick review of the benefits. There are a lot of benefits of directorship. You get additional information earlier than the field does, a little bit earlier, a day or 2 in advance. You get extra training that's offered. How many of you wouldn't mind a 30% discount any day of the year on Pampered Chef purchases? Yep, you get that when you're a director. Professional development money. You can get reimbursed $100 annually to increase your knowledge of, you know, you can take a cooking class, you can take a computer class, you can take a professional speaking class, whatever you want. Read the guidelines that are on there as to what's covered. And when you sell about $1,250 a month, you get these wonderful things called home office leads. Every once in a while, actually more than every once in a while, a person will go on to the Pampered Chef website and they'll want to have a party, but they don't know a consultant. So they'll go in and they'll put in their zip code, and Pampered Chef will route them to a director who's selling at least $1,250 a month that's in their area. So to be eligible for those, you need to be a director. So that's another perk of directorship. And then, of course, I shouldn't say of course, but if you've been in Pampered Chef a while, you know that you can tell this company is run by women, because every perk is, or every promotion comes along with a little bling. So you get like a happy spoon necklace when you become a director. Plus, did you know you get 250 Pampered Chef dollars at the time of your promotion? Pretty sweet. That can cover paperwork for a good long time. You can use it for products, anything you want. And then one of my favorite benefits of being a director, when you sell $1,250 a month for at least 3 out of 4 months before the new products come out, you get them all for free. So you know how we've got the sell-a-thon going on right now? So directors get to earn them Sorry, someone wants to get in to the group here.
And Karen, are you
Karen,
wanting...
yes, I'm recording.
Oh, it
Thank you.
doesn't say that. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, yes, it does. I see it now.
Oh, all right.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. So one of the favorite benefits by many directors is we get to earn free products based on our sales in the sell-a-thon, and then we get a set for free for being a director. So it's pretty sweet. Duplicates are nice. We can keep one in our kitchen and one that's for our shows and things like that. Or we can, you know, use them as incentives and things like that. So pretty nice. Okay. And then we get extra trip points. Okay, actually that's wrong. That's last year's level. So we get paid as points. Okay, so pay no attention to this. I should have updated with this year's screen. When you are a team leader or above, you get extra points. So 250 trip points every month that you're paid as a team leader, 500 trip points every single month that you are paid as a director. And that's in addition to the usual trip points that you get from selling and recruiting. Plus, there's all kinds of other little, what I call paychecks of the heart. You make friends, you stretch, and you have personal growth. And I got to tell you, the first time I had a $1,000 party, I was through the moon. The first time someone I sponsored had a $1,000 party, I was bawling like a baby. When I walked across stage as a new director, I was like, yay! Every time someone on my team walks by as a new director, I'm usually in the audience bawling my eyes out. I'm like a proud mama or grandmother. So there are a lot of benefits of being a director that go beyond the income. But yes, there is more income as well. Directors who are green, and that means 5,000 in team sales, and at least 750 of it coming from the director, they earn a 3% override on their personal sales, plus a 3% override on their team sales. Oops, someone's got some noise in the background. Might want to mute. Since I'm doing a screen share, I can't see the mute all button. So if you've got some noise in the background, please, if you can check and make sure you mute that. Somebody's got a guy talking in the background. All right, there we go. All right, so 3% override on your personal sales, 3% override on your team sales, and a $10 activity bonus for each active person on your team. Now, if you're wondering what the heck does all this mean, for most new directors, it means usually about an extra $250 to $350 per month in income. All right. So, oops, there we go. And like I said, the way you get to director, you know, here's a few pictures. Like up here on the top right, Jen has recruited 4 people, and then Jill recruited 1 person, Kim. So that's a way of getting to 5 active. Or in this situation here, can you guys see my pointer? Okay, so in this situation, Jen has recruited all 5 people on her own. And in here, Jen recruited 3, and then then 2 of her people recruited. These are all ways to have 5 active people on your team. So those team members can be added by you or someone under you. Okay. So, okay, now you guys can unmute, and I want to hear what excites you the most or what questions you have right now about just the benefits of directorship, the requirements.
I'm super excited about the extra product.
Yeah, and guys,
Duplicate product.
Yeah, and here's the thing: if you, and I know it might seem like a long shot, but hey, you know, why not give it a try? If you guys promote this month with this 100% rebate, you get this season's products. Plus, when the new ones come out, they're announced in July. You'll get those too.
Yeah, no,
So think air fryer and all of that. this whole season will be yours. Pretty cool. All right, anybody else got something that they're excited about or have a question about? Nope. Okay. All right, we've got some noise in the background again. You might want to mute again. Okay. So it is pretty exciting. There's a lot of benefits to being a director. And one of the best things about being a director is it's a part-time job still. This does not require anywhere near 40 hours a week, not even 20 hours a week. So anybody can do this, even if you're doing it like Belinda works like 2 other full-time jobs and is a director with Pampered Chef. Okay, and there's a lot of people who have children and stuff like that. So you can definitely do this alongside what you're already doing.
Deborah writes she's excited about the extra income.
Yeah, that's on yay. Okay, awesome. Yeah, it's great way to supplement the income without having to go out and do more, not go out, go online and do more parties. None of us are going out these days, right?
So I have a question.
Sure.
So I know, we're trying to push to become a director. I know I am before national conference. But is there a time limit that is put on that? Or if it takes you 3 months to do it, I know I don't want to do that, but I'm just saying, does that make a difference? I mean, is there a time limit? I know like when we on and you sell a certain amount in a certain time.
If you want to be recognized at national conference, I believe you need to promote this month. Now, that being said, recognition at national conference is really wonderful and you get an extra some director gift and all that kind of stuff. But you know what, guys, like don't let it, crush you if it takes a little bit longer, okay? Because this is not a success-only journey. This is a learning journey. And we learn by doing. And most of us get better at what we do, and there's a learning curve. So I say just embrace it. Enjoy the process. Enjoy it, really. And just learn from it and grow. And if you get there this month because of this 100% rebate, and there's a lot of people looking for income right now, great. If it takes a little longer, it's not the end of the world, right? Some babies walk at 9 months. Some babies walk at 10 months, 11 months, 12 months, all the way up to 15, 18 months. Are they comparing themselves to each other? Are they feeling like failures if they walk at 13 months instead of 9 months? Heck no. And does a baby stumble and fall when they learn how to walk? Yes, they do. And do we say to them, oh, you should not walk. Sit right down, never walk because you fell twice, forget it. No. What do we do when they try? We go, yay, we cheer them on. And that's what we're going to do here too. Okay. Great question.
Hey, Karen, I have a question.
Sure.
So I'm I can't say I'm fairly new. I've been at this for like 8 months now, but I'm fairly new to booking and having parties outside of like friends and family.
Mm-hmm.
And with this kit going on, I'm really excited. And I know it's like drawing a lot of attention. I've got some questions about it. But what I'm worried about is I really, really want to work towards director, but it's taking me like a long time to put together posts or to put together parties and get them collected.
We're going to be talking bookings. Yeah, we're going to be talking bookings. So
because I was worried about balance.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about bookings in like 10 minutes. So hold on to that. So any other questions about the benefits of directorship or the requirements of directorship? Anything like that? Oh, another thing I wanted to let you know about is that once you achieve directorship with 5,000 in team sales, 5 active people all in 1 month, and at least 750 of the sales coming from you, you don't ever have to have 5 active people again. Hopefully you will, and many more. But if all of a sudden one of your team members takes a month off, as long as the rest of your team, including you, sells 5,000, you are green as a director. Okay, so you don't have to worry like, because we tell people, just give it a try, And so some people give it a try and they don't stay, and that's okay. And hopefully you'll be, taking on the habits of that we're going to be teaching you, and you'll find new people. But I don't want you to be nervous about, what if someone drops off? Because you're okay as long as everybody keeps selling 5,000.
I was actually just going to ask that. is that only if one person drops off, or if two drop off in the same month? How does
If
that?
5 drop off, as long as you sell 5,000, you're all set. And look,
Okay.
but here's another thing. Let's say you have a month where your team doesn't sell 5,000. You haven't lost directorship. You have 3 months of not meeting the 5,000 minimum before you would go back to being a team leader. And that's it. So all you do is you go back to being a team leader. You're not fired. You can get directorship back, but you have 3 months in a row. So if you have 2 months where, the team doesn't sell 5,000 and the third month you do, you're good. Okay.
And it's once you get the director, once you get that director title, you don't lose it after, as long as you keep up with all of that.
As long as you keep up with the 5,000 in team sales and you don't have 3 months in a row without meeting the 5,000.
Okay.
If you go 3 consecutive months in a row without meeting the 5,000, then you're back down. Your title reverts back to team leader, but so you're team leader. It's not the end of the world. You keep the products, you keep the Pampered Chef dollars, you keep all of that, the overrides that you made. But if you're keeping a consistent show schedule, and you've got the habits in place of offering the opportunity, it's probably not going to happen. And you're not going to be on your own. It's not like, hey, good luck. Hope that directorship thing works out for you. You're going to be working with us. Okay. Next, if any of you, and I know a few of you are in your, if you signed on since January 1st, you guys all have 4 months from the time you start. Normally it's 3 months to earn Fast Track, but Pampered Chef added an extra 30 days to everybody who signed so far this year, just because the coronavirus thing came in March and kind of a big hiccup. So you guys, in addition, can earn up to a $3,000 cash bonus. $500 when you promote to director in your first 90 days, or 120 now. Okay, so that's the 5 active, 5,000 in team sales, at least 750 from you. And then when you keep that director title for 3 more months, you have 5,000 in team sales every month for the next 3 months. They will give you an extra $500. Promote to advanced director within your first 6 months. And that means you have 1 person under you who says, hey, I want to do that director thing. And they become a director. They give you 1,000. And then you keep that for the next 3 months and another 1,000. And if this all sounds like, it's making my head spin, focus on the director part, and then we'll be working with you after that. But you guys are potentially looking at $3,000 cash bonus. I'm kind of jealous. They didn't have this when I was new. Okay, so now I want to talk to you about the 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 principle. This is not the Karen Batty principle. This is a principle that was developed or discovered by Pampered Chef after a lot of research. So in a nutshell, when we go out and we offer people the opportunity to learn more about the business, about 1/3 of those people that we personally reach out to, not, hey, we posted and we think this many people saw it, but we personally text, we personally talk to, we personally message somebody and said, hey, is this something you'd like to learn more about? Approximately 1/3 will say, yeah, I could learn more about that. And of that third that says I could learn more about that, only about 1/3 of them will actually talk to us further. We'll invite them to a closer look or a call or something, and they'll just kind of drop off the planet. Maybe they get cold feet or something happens in their life. Of the people that talk to us and learn more about the business, about 1/3 of them will sign at that time. Okay, so success in this area, it's more math than magic. All right, I'm going to kind of give you some numbers so that you kind of know how this could play out. So let's say you are doing 1 virtual party a week, and you generally have about 15 people who go into your event and are somewhat active in the event. And you offer the business to the host and those 15 guests, either through personal messages or what have you. In 2 weeks' time, you have offered it to 30 people. All right. Now, by this principle, offering it to 30 people will mean approximately 10 of them will say, yeah, I'd like to learn more. About 3 of them will say, okay, let's talk further. and approximately 1 is likely to sign. Okay? But what I want you to keep in mind is if one of those who signs is a host, then they're going to probably take the bookings from their show, right? If their sister wants to have a party, their mother, their aunt, of course, it's probably going to go to the person who just signed. And then that's when, I'm sorry, who was asking about, keeping the bookings going and getting outside of family friends. That's when it can be a little like, oh, I don't know. So this might sound like a really comfortable pace, but what can happen if you're only doing maybe 4 parties a month is, first of all, they won't all hold. Maybe one of the parties cancels, because that's what happens. I mean, not every party is held on the original date. And then you have 3 left and maybe one of the host signs, and all of a sudden you've got to get all your bookings from just 2 parties. So even though this might seem like a comfortable pace, it can actually, in the long run, mean a little bit more work to keep it going, more time. Whereas it might sound crazy, but consider this. You're holding 3 virtual parties a week. First of all, before I go into these numbers, who here has had 3 virtual parties in a week? Raise your hand. Yeah. For those of you who have, I'd like you to unmute and tell me, did it take 3 times as much time to have those 3 virtual parties? Shake your head, yes or no. No, they're all saying no, and I'll tell you, no. Was it even twice as much? No. It's definitely more work than 1, but it's not even double. Right? It's sort of like making a double batch of your favorite cookies or a triple batch of your favorite cookies. It's not double or triple the time, but it's triple the outcome. So now let's do the numbers on this. Okay? You're doing 3 virtual parties a week, and you still have an average of 15 who are pretty active and placing orders and stuff. And when I mean active, I don't mean they're posting daily. No, maybe 5 or 6 are posting daily, but a bunch place orders. Some of them are, just posting here and there, but they accept the invite or they become a member into the group. So with that, you are reaching out to 45 people a week. Okay, so if you offer 45 people the opportunity to learn more about this business to see if it could be for them, about 15 will say, yeah, I could learn more about this. About 5 of them will actually come to a closer look or have a more thorough conversation. And a third of that is 1 to 2 people is likely to sign. Now, if you have a couple of parties cancel and you're doing 3 a week, instead of having 12, you're down to 10. Are you worried about where your next bookings are coming from? Nope, probably not. If a host wants to sign and the sister and the mother and the aunt want to book, are you thinking, oh no, where are my next bookings going to come from? No, you're just doing it. Okay. So even though it might sound like a lot of work, this is so much easier. And in the long run, less time, because you're not having to like, oh, where my next bookings are coming from and things like that. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Yeah, Karen, I'd love to do 3 of these a week if I could find some people, right? Anybody raise your hand if you're thinking that? A couple of you. Okay. So now let's talk about booking. If you want success in any part of this business, but especially in recruiting, but even in bookings and sales, it's really about momentum. Okay. So what I suggest for you guys is you're looking at the next 2 weeks. How many of you have contacted somebody about having a virtual party and they have booked within a week? Raise your hand. Booked within a week, easily. How many of you have had them booked within 5 days? 4 days? 3 days? 2 days? I haven't had anybody do it in 2 days. Kimberly, yeah, 3 days and 2 days. Yeah. So this is the thing, guys. in-home parties, people used to have to wait. They had to check their work schedule. They had to check the soccer schedule. They had to figure out when they could clean, when they could have people over. Oh my gosh, I need to shop ahead. I need to get time to get the word out so my people can find babysitters and make sure they've got someone to pick up their kid from soccer so that they come to my Pampered Chef party. That's not the case anymore, especially right now. I say to people, when someone says, yeah, I want to have a party, I'm like, okay, great. I got next Monday open or next Tuesday, got a preference? They're like, yeah, nothing. I got nothing. When do you want to have a party? Whenever works for you. I got nothing on the books. So it is such a great time to be reaching out to people and booking in close. So these are some wordings that you could use. Hey, Sarah, it's Stacy. I'm not sure if you remember me. We met at Mary's Pampered Chef Party in March. Pick a different month, maybe. I'm so excited. There's some incredible things going on with Pampered Chef, and I thought of you because I know you love to eat healthy. Would you like to learn more? Okay, so you're reaching out and sending this to just as many people as you can think of. And then this was written a while back where they were promoting a new year, better you. So you could call it I'm doing this new party called Thrill the Grill, or healthy eating, healthy in a hurry. It's all about healthy options for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. People are just loving it. Okay, and my next opening is on such and such a date. What I'd like to say is, would you like me to set up a party for you? Or how do you feel about that? And just kind of put it out there. But here's the thing, guys, you want to cast a wide net. Think about how many friends you have on Facebook. How many of you actually reached out to offer them the opportunity to get a free Pampered Chef spree? If you're thinking, oh, I'm imposing, oh my gosh, are they really going to want to hear from me? Here's the thing. If you were selling a car, would you only tell your best friends? Or would you be posting it everywhere? All over Facebook and Marketplace and wherever you could think to get the word out. You'd be telling your friends, hey, if you know anybody who needs a car, let them know. I got this car for sale, right? Well, think of your business similarly. None of us stays in business by selling to family and friends. After a few shows, they're like, okay, thanks, good luck with the Pampered Chef thing. I got enough for now. I've been in business 24 years. My friends and families, they were Pampered Chef'd out about 23 and a half years ago. So, but here's the thing, everybody eats. And you never know who might need a Pampered Chef shopping spree right now. Maybe they're not making as much money because they've been furloughed and they're losing out on overtime and tips that they usually get. And this could be just what they need because they're cooking at home more than ever before. And if you're thinking, well, Karen, I don't have that many past customers. Okay, here's something that you can say if you're new. Hey, did you see my exciting news on Facebook? I made a big decision to start my own Pampered Chef business. And I was curious if you'd be up for letting me spoil you with our amazing rewards as one of my very first hosts. The party lasts about, you tell them how long. It's super fun and convenient for everyone to pop in throughout their busy schedules. What do you think? You want to grab some friends together and get spoiled with Pampered Chef? Notice in the wordings, it never says host a show or book a show. Okay? Because really, guys, that's like saying, would you like to clean the bathroom? Hosting a show sounds like work, but really we're setting up the group or the event. We're putting in the link. All they have to do is click to invite their friends. We host coach with a few really quick tips to kind of get people to see that there's a party happening, and that's it. Okay, so it's easy. So don't say book a show. It sounds so much more fun to say grab some friends together. And how easy is that? And then there's some wording here for general outreach. Hey there, I'm so excited to share I've been invited to a leadership development program with the Pampered Chef, because that's what you guys are on right now, a leadership development program. Doesn't that sound really cool? And now when you reach out to your friends, they're going to be like, wow, she must be really good that she's been invited to this. Part of my training is to schedule 4 online parties. I thought of you because, fill it in. I thought, I know you got a lot of mouths to feed and could use some free products or whatever. Online parties are super easy and fun, and they only take a few minutes for a couple of days. I'd love to spoil you with free and discounted products and share tips, recipes, and games with your friends. Instead of saying, would you be willing to try one? I would say, what do you think? Because would you be willing to try one is a yes or no question. And they might say no. But if you say, what do you think? If they have a hesitation, they'll be likely to share it. Well, it sounds fun, but I'm concerned about this or I'm concerned about that. And then when they tell you what their hesitation is, we can help you with a solution for overcoming it. Okay, so these are some word options here. Again, I'm going to be sharing the PowerPoint with all of you, so don't feel like you have to write it down. And then track your results. Only 1 out of every 6 to 8 people that you personally reach out to is likely to say yes. Okay, but fortunately, guys, it's not like when I got started, we had to call these people one at a time. Hope to God they answered their phone. With text and personal messaging, this doesn't have to take a long time at all. So keep track of your results, either a spiral-bound notebook or a list on your phone. Keep track of the person's name, the date, and how you contacted them. Was it through Facebook Messenger, a text, or a call or email? And then keep track of what they say. If they're a yes, put a check or whatever. If it's a no, put an N with a circle around it, whatever. And guys, don't take a no personally. I think of it this way. When you go to a restaurant and you order French fries or something, and they'll say, would you like ketchup with those? How many of you are ketchup fans? Raise your hand if you say, yes, I want ketchup. Lots and lots and lots of it. Not me. I'm not a ketchup. I like my fries greasy and salty, right? Do you think the waiter or the waitress feels badly and takes it personally if I say no thanks to ketchup? Or if they ask, would you like to start with a beverage tonight? And I say no. Or whatever. They just ask and it's answered. They offer you to start with a drink, an appetizer, dinner, dessert, coffee. They offer it all. And you are free to say yes or no. And it is not a reflection at all of what you think of the waiter or the waitress who offers it, correct? So guys, when you're offering people the opportunity to host a party, it is not a favor. You're offering them a service, okay? You're offering them the opportunity to have fun with their friends virtually and to earn free products and discounted products and get some great quick tips. A lot of people will have a no response. Within 24 hours, you just reach back and say, hey, did you get my message? What'd you think? Okay. So I want you guys to unmute again. And I want your thoughts on this. Has anybody tried this? Anything else that's worked for you when you're looking for bookings?
I've been doing the green dot and I've been getting a lot of results from that, but I've never went back after the 24 hours for no response. Okay. So I guess I'll have to try that.
So tell about the green dotting.
I usually spend about 15, 20 minutes a day. I'm on Facebook anyway, so I check and see who's on and I just copy and paste, just change the name each time and go from there. Yeah. I mean, you get a lot of no's, but you know what? I get usually 1 to 2 yeses each time I do it, but you just have to be patient and put your time in. If you don't put your time in, you're not going to get any results.
And you said it yourself, it's 15 minutes and you're on Facebook anyway. And guys, if you've got little ones, it can be 5 to 10 minutes here and there. So it doesn't even have to be 15 minutes all at once, and it's copy paste a message. So, and when you're green dotting, it means they're more likely to be on right then and there. Oh, I'm sorry. This is like my second thing that says an order was placed on a show in the last 3 minutes. I'm dying to go to my email and check. Sorry, I digress. Okay, so great, Kimberly. That's a great idea. And yeah, you can go back after 24 hours. And I have found that sometimes people see it and then they go to ask their friends, hey, if I did one of these, would you come? But all heck broke loose in their life and all of a sudden they forgot all about the message. I go back the second day and I say, oh, did you get my message? What do you think? Oh, yeah, I was thinking about that. So sometimes it's a yes and sometimes it's a no, but again, it's just a quick, easy way to increase your likelihood of getting some kind of response. Lynn, I'm going to put you on the spot.
I was just taking myself off.
Okay, so you had some great results from our little booking blitz. Do you want to share?
I did. I just have been using all kinds of different things. Customer care calls. We talk about that, and I've been a consultant for 2 years, and I've never done them. And I did some customer care calls and really did quite well on getting those people. And basically what that is, for those of you that might not know what I'm talking about, even though you should, you might, just contacting those people that either have ordered from you or attended parties and maybe didn't even order, and change your wording a little bit where, you ordered, did you get everything you wanted at that party? If not, I'd love to offer you the opportunity to earn some free and discounted items, gather some friends, whatever wording you wanted to use. And I changed that up, and people that were straight up saying yes. I can honestly say I don't recall any no's, those people that I actually was able to reach. Another thing I did is those people that didn't order, I prejudge thinking they didn't order, so they're not interested. No, they didn't order because either they didn't have the money at the time, or they don't have any money. So even bigger reason to offer them the opportunity to earn free. And it doesn't take much, just gather some, and I always, my new thing is gather around your devices and laugh at me, because I'm guaranteed to make mistakes. And people like, yeah, I'll do that. So that's, I've never been a green daughter because I don't bring that up on my screen. I don't put that part on my screen. It's a little distracting for me, but I have done that. It's just not something that I typically do, but definitely reaching out to those that have gone to previous parties. And now that I'm doing them in groups, if you're doing your parties in events, don't do that. Put them in, they save them. It's always saved, and you have all the tools to reach out to those people. And it's so much easier. I've only done this now for a couple of days, and it changed my world and making it easier. Right now I'm doing 4 parties, and I'm just copying and pasting to each party and changing a couple things because I have some people that are attending the more than one party, so I don't want them to see the same thing over again. So I've changed out some of the photos, but kept pretty much the wording, just changing the photos.
So, and guys, I want to share something with you. And Lynn, I didn't ask you ahead of time. I hope it's okay. And knowing who you are and everything, I don't think you're gonna have a problem with it. Lynn and I were talking in the beginning of April, and she had one party on the books, and she was hoping to earn the little mini, what do you call them?
Cast iron pans.
Cast iron pans. In order to earn them, she needed 750 in sales, and she wasn't sure she could do it because she only had one party on the books. What were your sales for April?
5,500 or something like that.
5,500 and change.
Yeah, over 5,000.
In April, when partway into the first week, she only had one party on the books. And it was, and so really guys, sometimes it's not that we're doing anything wrong. It's just most of the time we're not doing enough of the right things. Kimberly says she's spending 15 minutes a day on it. Okay. So we can't just do it once and say that didn't work for me. Lynn, when she reached out, she can't remember getting a no. I sure can. But I know when if I stay with it, I'm going to get the yeses that I need.
Well, I might not have gotten a yes, but I didn't get a no. That's the difference.
Oh, very true. Very true.
I may not have gotten a yes, but I didn't get a no. And anyone that doesn't clear out, say no, you're going to hear from me in another short period of time.
Yeah. Hey, if it's not right now, do you want me to reach out in a few weeks or a month to see if it's a better time for you? Yeah. Okay. And you will hear hesitations. Some common hesitations right now. Tell me what you're hearing from people that you reach out to.
People don't have money right now.
That's a common one. Anything else? What are you hearing?
I've just been hearing a lot of my friends aren't working right now,
Okay.
so there's not a lot of money. But the
So
party that I'm having right now is the only party that I've had that's been below 500 in sales. So people are still buying.
yes. So this is going to be a concern that we hear over and over again. So you want to be ready with information, countering information. So what I usually say when someone has a hesitation is feel, felt, found is the basics to it. So they say, oh my gosh, but there's so many people laid off right now. Oh, I know how you feel because, you know, unemployment, I heard it's, you know, getting close to 15% now. But here's the thing, that means 85% of people are employed. And what I'm finding is that the people who are employed, many of them are telecommuting. And as a result, they're not putting gas in their car as much. They're not getting coffee on the way to work. They're not going out to eat a couple times a week. And their kids aren't in daycare or after school care. So those people actually have more money to spend these days. So it might seem counterintuitive, but Pampered Chef sales in April topped what they were in November when the economy was good, when unemployment was at record lows, when people were shopping for the holidays. Do you guys know that? Pampered Chef sales crushed records in April. And guess what? May is even more astounding. People are home. They're cooking every darn meal at home. And so I'll explain that a little bit, and then I'll say, how about if we do this? I'll set up a group for your party, and you invite everybody you know who eats. And we'll see who's interested in coming. If nobody's interested, we won't have the party. But if you have some friends who are, we'll go for it. What do you think? So again, I'm asking that, what do you think? And I would say 9 times out of 10, they go, oh, okay, yeah, I guess we could try that. And then when they invite all of their Facebook friends who eat, of course, they're going to have some people who want to come. And usually they're surprised at how many people decide that they want to jump on board. Anybody thinking, oh gosh, I wish I could have Karen in my head so I'd know what to say? So Lynn, I'm going to put you on the spot because I'm going to get this through her head. What is the answer to that?
Screenshot.
Yes, guys, you are not
shoot anything and everything.
Belinda, how long have you been in business?
10 years.
10 years. Do you think you're going to hear something that she hasn't already heard a million times?
Oh, no. You're going to hear it a million times.
Exactly.
You'll get it through her head, our head.
But I mean, any hesitation that you hear, chances are, Belinda and I are both directors here. So either Belinda's your director or I'm your director. Whatever you could possibly hear, we have probably heard before countless times. So you just send us screenshots. That's it. You say, here's what I heard. If it's anything but a yes. Because what happens is people tend to contact us when they get a yes. They go, yay, I got a booking. And I go, woohoo. But that's not helping you move the ball forward. It's not helping you build your business. But if you hunker down for a week or two to fill your calendar, and we're talking filling 2 weeks, okay, that's all you have to do because people book in so close. Those 2 weeks of shows will fill the following weeks. So you're just really looking to say, I'm going to do 3 or 4 a week, in this short period of time and book that many. You send us screenshots of what you're hearing and we'll say, here's what I'd say to that. And when I send screenshot responses to people, I tell them they're suggestions. Here's what I'd say. They're not requirements. You don't have to use them. Most people go, oh, wow, that's good. I never would have thought of that. Copy paste. Some people say, oh, I'd say that a little differently, and they change it up a little bit, and then they copy paste. And I'm sure there are people who say, ooh, I would never say that to this person in a million years. Delete. That's okay. That's okay. But chances are we will have some ideas and suggestions that you might not think of on your own. And the best way we can help you is you send us screenshots in real time so that we're giving you the words to say as you need them. And then I always tell people, start a document, solutions to booking hesitations, and then just write down the hesitation and copy and paste the solution. Next time you hear something like that, you can say, ooh, I have that in my document. Copy, paste.
See, I need to remember that.
So make a little sticky note that says screenshots, screenshots, screenshots.
I have my little cheat sheets that you gave me back when we started.
Oh my gosh, those are in Avengers under files, booking hesitation cards. You can print them out and cut them up, and you'll have them all right there. Okay. So now let's talk a little bit about recruiting. Hopefully we'll be done in the next 10 minutes. Okay. So sharing the opportunity. We have an amazing opportunity right now to give people a chance to start with a 100% rebate. I've been with Pampered Chef for 24 years. They have never offered this. 50% rebates? Yes. 100% rebates? No. This is crazy. So just to make sure you guys know the details on it, when they sign and sell 2,500, usually in their first 90 days, but they're giving them an extra 30, in their first 30 days, but they're giving them an extra 30. So you have 60 days to submit 2,500 in sales, which going on a $500 show average is 5 virtual parties. A lot of people do that in 2 weeks' time, but they've got 2 months to do it. They're going to get 100% of what they pay for their kit. So if they get the $99 kit, they're getting $99 back. If they get the $249 kit, they're getting $249 back. If they get the $249 kit with a $50 kit credit and they pay $199, they're getting $199 back. Okay, does that make sense to everybody? Okay. All right, so I want you guys to just grab a pen and paper if you have it. And I just want you to write some names down as I read some things to you. First, write down, and you're not prejudging, just whoever comes to mind, write their name down. Who do you know that needs extra income? You can grab your phone in the notes section if you want, just start typing names. Who needs extra income? And then put a little $ next to their name because they need income. Now, who do you know that needs a little fun in their life? Put their name down and put a little smiley face next to it. Just needs a little more fun. Who has a situation that's similar to your own? If you're home with kids, who do you know that's home with kids? If you're a single parent, who do you know that's a single parent? If you're juggling work and kids and all kinds of other stuff, who do you know that's in a similar situation? And after it, just put equal sign because they're in a similar situation, equal situation to you. Who would you love to work with? Who would just be a blast? Write down their name, put a little heart next to them because you'd love to work with them. And this one you can look up, but just write H down, past and present hosts. Another thing to look up is who were your rock star guests at your parties. Probably not going to know them off the top of your head, but go back through the parties. Who was posting all the time or commenting? Okay, rock star guests. Then it says add your own favorites. And one thing to add right now is who do you know that has a cause that's near and dear to their heart, or who loves to help? Because Pampered Chef parties can be fundraisers. And Pampered Chef is doubling the donations to Feeding America fundraisers and Hope Lodge fundraisers. But any party could be a fundraiser for an organization of their choice. So for those people who are at home just thinking, what can I do to help? Maybe they want to host a fundraiser. In the case of a fundraiser, the host does not get free and discounted products. They do get the 60% host option of the month, but no other host benefits. Okay? And those are the people that you can message. Again, I'll be sharing the wording. Hey, Brittany, how are you? Did you see my exciting news on Facebook? I made a decision to start my own Pampered Chef business, and I love it. I thought of you right away because, fill in the blank. I was curious if you'd be up for learning more about earning extra money and adding a little more fun in your life. Notice it's not, do you want to become a consultant? It's, would you like to learn more about this? If you've been around a while, hi Jenna, I'm so excited to share. I've been invited to a leadership development program with Pampered Chef. I was asked to think about people who benefit from this business. I thought of you right away because I'm curious, would you be up for learning more about earning extra income and adding a little more fun in your life? Okay. And then if you just want to reach out of the blue, this could be the furthest thing from your mind, but Pampered Chef just announced a 100% rebate for people who decide to give the business a try. I thought this could be a good fit for you and I think we'd have a lot of fun working together. If I promise you no pressure, just info, would you want to learn more? Now, when they say they want to learn more, it's a pop quiz. What are you going to do?
Contact
I'm
you.
screenshotting.
Yeah. Contact
Send
you.
a screenshot to your director. Yay! And then what you can do is you can start a three-way conversation, a three-way chat on Facebook. Hey, I'm new, but you know, my friend, Bill calls your director, but my trainer Karen or my trainer Belinda, oh my gosh, she's been in this forever. And I just figured maybe we could chat with her just to make sure you get all the information you need to make an informed decision. Just start a three-way chat. If they have a hesitation, like I don't think this could be for me because, you send a screenshot and we'll tell you how we might respond to that. All right. So guys, here's your call to action this week. First is do some booking outreach. I like the 15 minutes a day. The suggestion is 25 contacts a day. And seriously, guys, it's copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. And your goal is to book the next 2 weeks. Okay, and what does filling your calendar? It's up to you what full means to you. The suggestion is, in order to build momentum, you want to go with 3 to 4 virtual parties a week for the next 2 weeks, because it's going to put you in front of a ton of people so that you can, you know, get lots of bookings and really keep that train moving. And it can be in small pockets of time, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. Just have, you know, the wording ready, copy, paste, the baby cries, oh, you put the phone down, baby gets settled, copy, paste, and send screenshots of responses. And then invite some people to learn more about the business. Host, get the shows, out of the blue outreach, those people that came to mind as I was kind of reading to you the different people that you might reach out to. And the suggestion is 30 to 45 per week. Okay, so maybe 5 people a day. Entirely up to you and your pace. And then, of course, send screenshots of the responses. And then schedule and hold a 15-minute check-in call with your director. And at that point, wherever your business is, we're going to focus on where the rubber meets the road for you. If for you, that's bookings, getting those first couple of weeks solid, we'll work with you on that. If you've got that down and you're just kind of like, well, now who do I reach out to, or what do I say to my host? We'll work with you on that. Okay. So message your director and see if you can schedule a time in the next week to chat. Okay. And now I'm going to open it up to your questions, your comments. What are you excited about? What are you petrified about? I shouldn't say you're petrified. though some of you might be a little nervous.
I'm nervous that I'm missing a lot of people.
You know what? We do. I'm probably missing a lot of people. You know, there is no perfection in this business, but if you start getting into good habits of outreach, like when I close a party, you know, I bring up the members of the group and I have a personal message that I go click, 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 click. Some days I'm really good on doing that. Some days I do it right when the party closes. Some days it's a week later. Some days I go, oh my gosh, did I ever reach out to the people from that? I think I totally forgot that whole show. Ha! You know, but it's okay. So the really good news is perfection is not required for success. We're pampered, not perfect. But thank you for sharing that, because I'm sure that other people are feeling the same way. And guys, most of us who do this business are juggling. You know, when I started, my kids were 4.5, 2.5, and a newborn who was a preemie on nebulizer treatments. Believe me, I was far from perfect, and I'm still here with a strong business, and you can be too. It does not require perfection. All right, any other questions, concerns, things you're excited about? Okay, I'm going to stop the